Brilliant, Tom! Oh my God! Ref! Ref, it's just not been good enough from you, Ref. It's just not been good enough.
Come on, Rangers! Come on, Rangers!
Missed the whole game.
It's the second game in the COVID Cup, and Charlwood are heading south to the shooting field, the home ground of Stenning Town Community Football Club, where Upper Beeding ply their lower league trade. Upper Beeding's assault on the Supplementary Shield opened with a 3-2 win away to St Francis Rangers, meaning that both teams are most likely just 2 wins away from securing a place in the next round of the tournament. Charlwood, however, represents a significant stumbling block in their journey. The last time the two sides met, in the final game before the Christmas lockdown, Beeding were fortunate to scrape a draw with a late equaliser. It was a result that gave the Char Wolves a great deal of heart after a lean spell of results, and having beaten Jarvis Brook comfortably a week earlier, Barks and his side believe they can nab their second win in a row, even if Upper Beeding were top of the table when the season proper was cancelled.
I've said everything in the group really, I'm not gonna bore you silly here like normal. We were so good here last time, boys. Really moved the ball. It's all money in the bank. We really don't need to force it today, because when they've got it, we're working, right? When we give it away, we're working. This isn't a game we're going to stick it in and run channels today. This is a game where we go in one side, we're passing, and we know Josh Faldry's an outlet right down there, and Gary Tomlin's an outlet right down there, and we pivot out. 3 points here today, everyone's looking at us and our momentum. Don't be thinking ahead, all we've got is today in this 90 minutes. We're really brave using it with each other, all right? All right, boys, get yourselves changed. What is that with that yellow jacket? All right, skipper.
Captain Stephen Payne arrived dressed as Ali G's sidekick, and as one of several injured players, is running the line instead of the midfield.
Is that reversible, that jacket?
No, it'd be good if it was, wouldn't it?
Yeah, can it be?
Payne is not alone on the injury list, as Charlwood begin to feel the consequences of not having a reserve side.
Justin's rolled his ankle, Lou's really struggling. But I've said to him, forget about Tuesday today, Payne. If I have to play 9 players Tuesday, I'll do it. I want 3 points today. Great attitude today, boys, from the start. I don't think they've lost yet this season. I think it's about time they feel like what it's like to lose a game of football. Atmosphere, buzzing, everyone laughing and joking, really good vibe. Really clear on how we need to play. Last time here was our kind of step up and improvement. It was Josh Howe's first game. Obviously a lot of social media's come out of this game. Tomo smashing someone, us kind of hammering Dan Banks for getting sent off. So, you know, they're going to want this. They're going to want to prove a point after what they've seen online. Like every team that we're facing. Yes, we've got a game on Tuesday as well, which will be interesting on a park pitch with no floodlights, so it's an early kick-off. 3 points today is our main focus. If I have to play with less players than I can on Tuesday night, I'll do it. If we get 3 points today, we'll then cross that bridge when we come to it. I've planned ahead a little, but the lads that are starting don't need to worry about anything other than the 3 points today. Last time we were here, football was taken off us. All right, I'm not going to give you some rousing speech, but you've got your own personal standards to keep from last week, that second half. Don't look beyond today. 3 points here, we stay top of this league, and we set another big statement to everybody that doubted us. Boys, for each other, let's have it today, come on. Nice and loud.
The home side immediately control the ball, pinning Charlwood back and probing at their opponents, looking for a way in. Chris Harding finds one avenue between Ollie's legs.
Hold fast, hold fast. Right, stay right!
Ben Herdman does his best to break up the play, while the referee classes this an accidental collision. Beeding keep coming at Charlwood, with Fraser Lawrence whipping in a ball from the right-hand side that Josh Howe does well to deter.
Well done, Josh!
Ryan Waugh's corners begin to chip away at the Charlwood rear guard.
Well done, get out!
Charlwood's main threat is down the left-hand side, where zany winger Ollie Tennant wreaks havoc.
Keep going, Ollie!
New signing Gary Tomlinson does get in behind, yet an erroneous offside flag raises questions around the home side linesman's neutrality.
Oh! Go, go!
Gary responds to the injustice by intercepting Dan Banks' pass, and he looks to set up Ryan Pearson.
Oh, Ryan! Oh, Ryan! Brilliant, Gary! Working on him! Run in! Run!
When Ben Herdman is clearly fouled in the middle of the park, the referee turns a blind eye, and Charlwood find themselves once again pinned back.
Brilliant, Gary! Ryan! Right, don't worry, right place, keep going.
Ryan Waugh's corner is poured away by Zach Rice, but only as far as Pat O'Sullivan, who chips it back into the middle.
Stand! Stand!
Chris Harding gets his head to the ball and Upper Beeding have the lead.
Oh, man. Let's go again! Oi, heads up, Charlwood! Keep moving the ball!
Almost immediately after the goal, Joe Warner unlocks the Charlwood defence and puts Ben Ward through on goal.
Big Zach!
If Zach was in any way to blame for the opener, he redeems himself here. Charlwood rally, and when Tomlinson plays in Tennent's, the left-wing maniac gets goal side. An inadvertent trip from Fraser Lawrence is spotted by the referee, despite having ignored an identical trip earlier. He does then decide incorrectly that this one occurred outside the box. Still, the position offers Aaron Murphy a chance to put the ball in the mixer.
Aaron, you're better than that.
Charlwood are improving, at least until a misstep from Ben Herdman tweaks a pre-existing injury and hands the ball to Pat O'Sullivan.
Steve-O, Easter, get warm.
A swift counter-attack leads to an incisive ball through to War, and he finishes neatly, giving Zach no chance. For Ben Herdman, the tournament is over.
Just make a change then, ref, please. Steve-O!
Unlike most clubs in the Southern Combination League, Charlwood have no reserves or youth teams to call upon. Thus, Berks relies on Charlwood vets midfielder Chris Sibley to fill in for the injured Herds. Being 2 goals and a Ben Herdman down would be frustrating enough for most clubs, but when the referee blows up for Tom Tennant's tackle, it sends Berks over the edge.
Brilliant, Tom! Oh my God! How's that a foul? Ref, that is really worrying you've given that there. About your understanding of the game.
Not missing a trick, the Oppo bench choose this point to start winding Berks up some more.
Watch that back and tell me that's a foul. Watch it back, tell me that's a foul. I'm worried about your understanding of the game. Oh, well done. You've got like 900 players to choose from. That is so worrying though.
Not only does the ref give a free kick, he also books Tom. As frustrated as they are, Charlwood begin to get on the front foot.
Brilliant, Gary. Brilliant, Gary.
The visitors just can't threaten the Beeding goal, with Tomlinson's sliced effort wasting a good opportunity. Berks is beginning to wonder if the referee is treating the 2 teams a bit differently.
How's that different though? A bit flattering, might zip it. There we go. Play on, shots! Brilliant, last 5, Charlwood!
When Ryan Pearson is called offside, he questions the decision vociferously enough for the referee to decide it's time to let them know who is boss.
Come on!
No foul, but I'm right. Oh my God. So frustrating, ref, none of these are fouls.
Having little chats saying like calm down to their players and then booking ours for...
To the referee's credit, when Ryan Ward does throw himself to the ground like a Nintendo controller after losing at Mario Kart, he spots the dive. However, like a controller that hits the TV, Ward really has done some damage, jarring his hip on the hard surface. The striker, who is still searching for his soul after Tom Tennant sent it into the abyss in the previous meeting, doesn't get much sympathy from the away side, who perceive his antics to be covering up the rather obvious dive.
He can't be going back on.
It's a fucking dead leg. You never had a dead leg before.
Back on the pitch, the referee apparently still has it in for Ryan.
Target! Ref, what was that for? Ref, what was that one for? A foul? Who long? What number?
What happens next may require multiple viewings, for the more we watch it, the more we're convinced this is indeed a penalty.
Ref! Ref, it's just not been good enough from you, ref. It's just not been good enough. My name's Peter.
Peter, you're in charge of the team?
I am, yeah.
Right, if I hear you again, Peter, I mean this. If I come over, because I've heard you 2 or 3 times,
Right.
I hear you again. No, listen to me.
I'm listening, you listen to me, you listen to me. Yeah?
I won't, because I'm...
You're not going to listen to me, okay?
Not
Brilliant.
now, no.
Brilliant.
This conversation is... I haven't got time for that, we're playing football.
Well, you've had a lot of time to talk to a lot of people.
If I hear you again from the benches here, I'll ask you to leave the bench.
With the world seeming to be against him, Barks now has to deal with the loss of probably his most talented player. A tweaked hamstring may be the end of Aaron Murphy's tournament.
You keep getting on that ball, mate.
Every time we get in the final third, we're not doing enough with it. You've got to be more clear.
Mate, one goes in, they're going to fucking fold. They're panicking, time wasting. Do not give up. Keep getting the ball to Merck.
Boys, I'm coming off my hammy.
Oh,
seriously.
come on, leave off.
Sit on the ball, come on.
Come on. They ain't got no one decent at 16. The best things we've done is goal kicks. The midfield spinning in and just rotating. That's when we've looked most alive. We've got to look alive for 45 minutes.
I really try and stay calm, boys, but I'm really holding it in here. I'm so frustrated for you because some of them have never failed in a million years. That's a penalty down there as well. So we're being cheated, and that's what he wants to do. Look, offside, Lino, every time. We know it's happening. Now I've got to kind of think to myself, am I going to just go away embarrassed that I've lost the plot and walked off and throw my toys out the pram, or am I going to leave with some dignity with all of you? So if the decision goes against us and I'm going to try as well, I'm going to go, okay, ref, no worries. Move on, move on. We'll appeal for everything, but let's do what we can do. We can't control him sitting in their clubhouse having a beer with them. We can't control them lot on the sideline. Let's control what we can control. And I'm included, totally included, because I've been the worst one out in that half. Go out, keep your integrity and dignity, forget the result. The pressure's off you boys. Forget the scoreline now. Forget the scoreline. Keep the ball, protect each other out there, but let's have a little bit on them this half. Let's all have a little bit of fight, and let's be a bit more, we're going to gamble. Fullbacks, we're going to gamble. We're 2-0 down. And whatever we do in 45, we know we changed our mindset at half time, and we left it out there for each other, all right? Because I know one goal, and you've all said it, you can see it. One goal, they're like that. One goal, one decent strike.
That's what I'm saying, one goal.
Come on, boys.
Barks' positivity is immediately rewarded with the best chance so far, but Tom Tennant can't get his header below the bar. We may never understand what this free kick was for.
Target it. Move on, move on.
The momentum shifts and Beeding come forward. Harding takes a pot shot at goal and it crashes against the bar. Fraser Lawrence is next to try his luck, much to Zach's irritation.
It's all right, mate.
Even worse for Charlwood, Beeding is slowing the game down, taking as long as possible to restart each time the ball goes off. And with Charlwood's wayward approach play, that's way more often than they'd like.
Dino! Dino! Tell him to speed this up. Bit of quality lift. It's a great ball, Adam. Good ball, Ad.
With the spare match balls going missing, Dan Banks slowly retrieves the ball from over the fence each time, perhaps in an effort to make this the most boring episode of Bunch of Amateurs yet filmed. This comes as no surprise from Dan Banks. Ryan and Gary continue to toil up top, but are unable to get a convincing shot away. The simmering atmosphere bubbles up even more when the lino waves a controversial flag.
You were mate, last time, you know, you were also respectful. I don't know what's gone on with you. You brought in the assistant. What? His language has been awful.
Even the chairman's doing his best to rile Barks.
Oh wow. Trying to have a mature conversation with you.
Meanwhile, Barks is forced to rotate his veteran substitutes.
What did I say about? Just fitness, that's all. Just rotate the vets.
Charlwood are having the lion's share of possession and pressure, but they still can't find the target.
Ollie, good ball. Unlucky, Ollie. Hiding it again. Integrity.
And when Beeding hide all of the spare balls, it falls on Bunch of Amateurs' shoulders to retrieve the match ball from a small muddy pit. It's little wonder that the most tempestuous characters are losing their cool. Josh Howell objects to an elbow to the chest, much to the amusement of the hyena-like opposition bench, whose laugh track may be inspired by an episode of Mrs Brown's Boys. The last time the two teams met, Adam Lippett's free kick gave Charlwood the lead. This time it rolls tamely into the arms of Dan Banks, summing up Charlwood's day.
Deja vu. Unlucky loops!
Richard Eastow's controlled but impotent volley is the final, underwhelming moment of the game. With the 3 points lost, Zach throws caution to the wind, offering each member of the Beeding side the opportunity to settle their differences with a pugilistic showdown.
Don't get involved!
Terrible. Alright boys, listen, there's not a lot I can say that's going to change how you're all feeling. This is part and parcel of it. It hurts when we lose, when we go behind, but I think that second half was much better. I know that's no consolation to you all. Whole thing was against us, and I can't change how you're feeling. I'm angry, and and I always say to you that football's a tough game about resilience. We're not going to quit, because we get 3 points on Tuesday night. We all feel a bit differently. But keep the kit on, don't take it off. We're not going to take it all in. So you wash it yourselves and bring it back Tuesday, because everyone is involved. And if you're injured, please come along and just bring the kit with you. If you want to have a stretch with Ben, go and have a stretch with Ben, boys. It's just a big game Tuesday night now. It's a big game Tuesday night.
Be nice.
It'd be nice to just go in there and just start having it out, wouldn't it? I'm not going to lie to you, I'd love nothing more than to go in there and start fighting. But I've got to go home. I'll come with you. I'd just love to just go, do you know what, turn that off a bit, let's just fuck.
I know I'm embarrassed for myself first half there, like I know I am, and you've had to have a word with me there, because I know I'm letting it get to me. And since we've come back, since obviously this has all gone a bit more viral on social media, there's been a real difference that we're all facing here. People are on the wind up from the get-go, and I'm used to that in football, but it's so early in the game at the moment, and they're coming at me and coming at us, and I'm biting.
I think we were slow and lethargic in the first half. Like I don't think we're up to the intensity that they were playing at. They were pressing quite hard.
Just that cutting edge, really. We created lots of openings. I don't know what it is, we just don't really let it fly. You know, we didn't really test him, and maybe we're missing a real kind of, you know, where we had Lockie, a real goal poacher style player who's going to be in amongst it. Obviously George was a bit of a miss today, but Ollie did quite well. Lots of injuries. You know, the dream would have been 3 points today, and we can rest a little bit Tuesday.
So it's going to be a quick turnaround. A lot of the lads will be really stiff, I think. I would have thought for the next couple of days, and they'll be stiff for Tuesday, but you just get prepared and then go again. I've actually got to do a half marathon tomorrow, so that's not going to be ideal preparation.
So now we're hoping Cotform have lost, because I think they've lost one game already. So suddenly they lose two, suddenly they've got a Tuesday night game at our place. Gives us an opportunity to get 3 points at home, and by Wednesday hopefully we're all feeling a little bit different. You can see what they're out to do today, and I've fallen into the trap of it, so hopefully that's not what we're all about moving forward.
It really helps us if you hit like, so please hit like on this video if you liked it. It helps with the Google algorithm YouTube thing, so more people will watch it. More people watch it, the more we can make.